Man, let's get this thing started, bro.
Sounds good to me, bro. How's your week?
Well. Didn't you want to talk about something that I thought was really funny? Registration, huh?
Oh, bro. So
let's hear about this.
Everybody in California knows registration's gone out the roof.
Car registration,
my
right?
car registration. I mean, I paid, I think, $50 lower last year, and then they put a $5 fee on when you do online, which I don't even know where that $5 goes to. And we're talking about a state that lost $36 billion for homeless, and all this money.
Yeah.
So and people are upset about it. I'm upset about it. I'm still one of those old school dudes. When I get my registration, I put that sticker on the license plate. I sit there with the blade or a screwdriver, and I put I slice through
You become Edward Scissorhands.
Yeah, a blade.
Well, that's a very good observation. You know about my hands. That's right. So yeah, she's right. She knows about my mitts.
That's hilarious.
I do that, and everybody laughs because that's some old school shit.
It is
right?
old school.
So I was talking to Stu about it, and he said his went up a little bit. And I can't because he has an older vehicle. No disrespect. I'm just saying what he's paying. I was like, God damn. So on the way over here, we played a game. And how many cars did we see that did not have the correct registration today, Stu?
10
on the way over.
On the way over here. And it's like what for the people at home? 35, 40 minutes.
Yeah,
from where you're at.
You hit the freeway and like
no, it's about a 15-minute drive.
And and even at my complex,
15 minutes.
One of the people, they were remodeling a new apartments up for rent.
Sure.
And I looked at his car. His said October 2023. I'm like, see, if that was me, I would have been pulled over 17 times in a row on the same day. But people get away with it, and I don't blame them right now, dude. They're crunching us everywhere they can right now.
Well, the law is you get 6 months grace period. Mm-hmm. So from the day that your registration expires, you have 6 months to fix that to fix it and pay for it, and then after that you're free game. So, but people press the limit. California does not, like in other states, they definitely will pull you over immediately.
No, I've heard two sides of the story about that. I mean, I've heard what you said.
California is different.
I talked to a few law enforcement people say they don't even really mess with it anymore.
Yeah,
they got other things to worry about. Like,
well, that's how it should be, right?
What about like the new gas tax coming up?
Yeah. Damn.
It just doesn't stop.
I don't see it. We could talk about that a different day.
There you go.
Did you guys know that there was, speaking of like grace period, did you guys know that there was for people that are traveling? I just had to find this out almost the hard way. Is that if you're traveling to certain countries, especially coming into the United States, if you have a passport and it can't expire less than 6 months during your trip. Mm-hmm. So if you're going on a trip, you can't have it expire like a few days after your trip. It has to expire 6 months after because they're worried about people coming in.
Insane. Wow.
So I was I'm traveling to Budapest in a couple months, or like less than a month actually. And if I would have, my passport was still good to go, but if I wouldn't have renewed it, which now I have to do quickly, they wouldn't have let me fly.
That's crazy.
And
that is crazy.
Because
how did you find this out?
Somebody had mentioned it, and there's a 6 month like extension, I guess, or not even extension. So it has to be 6 months after you travel.
Right.
And then there's also like for a few other countries, there's a 3 month rule as well.
Makes you question why all this is like going into effect.
Yeah.
You're like, what?
Well, money grab. Right,
it's all money grab.
I mean, if I said what I said downstairs,
Yeah, no, I mean, like I just told you. Yeah, that's true about that.
But that's crazy, man. Let's get this thing started, man.
Shall we?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's have some fun.
Bang.
We just gotta go hard. I go the hardest. I bring the pain. Not what you used to.
Do your laugh, man.
Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, there we go. You know what? We need to get that. We need to record that, and then we need to put that
on the board.
Yes.
On the board.
This motherfucker right here. Right?
I'll just be hitting it all the time. Just dun, 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 dun,
I don't even know how I started doing
Superman? That. I think that's Superman, right? That's what he used to do, right?
Yeah.
No, there was a movie called Blue Crush, and like he always had his dun-dun-duns. Like he was trying to do it. So that's what I think of, like this
Blue
guy.
Crush.
Paul Walker, right?
No.
Wow.
Wasn't Paul
That's
Walker?
Big Blue, or I don't know what
No,
that one is.
okay.
Blue Crush.
Blue
Sorry,
Crush, it's like the girls
hold on.
surf.
Jessica
Sorry.
Alba.
Have the mastermind
No.
look up real quick. I think she's right. I think
Blue
it is Paul
Crush?
Walker.
It's not Paul Walker. It
What
has
is it?
Michelle. What's her name? Oh, the
Michelle
girl.
Rodriguez. is in
Yes,
it. Yeah.
yes.
I think he
It
was
has-
in
I think
it.
it's Jessica Alba.
Okay, no, it's the one with the three
no
surf
Paul Walker.
girls.
No Paul Walker. All
No
right.
Paul
This
Walker.
is Kate.
Emma, I'm never listening to you again.
What's up? What's up?
No, she was right. I was
Oh,
right.
not about Paul Walker. She wasn't.
Yeah.
No, I
Paul
said Paul
Walker's
Walker.
not in it.
Yeah,
You
she
said-
said
you
no.
said- you-
She
hold
said
on.
no.
But he was in a
The
surfing
tape
movie
won't
too.
lie.
He was.
I know.
thought it was
And
called
don't
Blue
put
Crush.
money on it. Not in court.
Do you
What's it
want
called,
to
Mark?
put money on it, sir?
Let's see. I'm looking at it right now. Paul-
Michelle Rodriguez.
And the blonde girl, I can't think of her name, and then
He's
someone
into
else.
the blue with
Into the blue.
Into the blue,
Yeah,
thank
yeah,
you.
you're
with
right.
Jessica Alba.
Jessica, yeah, that's
Anyways,
what I was thinking.
but
Yeah.
this football player, that guy that was like playing and acting, and he's like a football player, and he wants to like learn to surf, and he has his tantarans,
Oh,
and
yeah.
it's like a thong. We were
The
just talking about
thong.
thongs today, and he was wearing a thong, and he's like, I brought my tantarans.
What's
So
the
whenever he's
only-
like tantaran,
What's the only
I'm like,
audition
oh.
you didn't take, Joe?
Yeah, I didn't take this one. They wanted me in a thong, dude. And I told my agent, I go, I'm not doing that shit. Because it's one of those.
Just do it.
Hell no.
No
way. I wasn't
Hell
going to
no.
send no audition with that shit. Hell no.
that's
You know what's great about this whole banter that just went on right before? I look over at Stu and I look at him. He looked like he just took 12 bong rips. He's just sitting back there.
You guys are.
All right, let's get this started, Mark.
yo,
Oh,
we're
this is a
doing
great way to start an episode.
Flip it. We always
Flip it
call it
up.
Flipper now.
Yeah.
Yep.
Flip the script.
Flipper.
All right, what we got, Mark?
Let's see. We go 3, 2, 1.
All right, let's get real. Ooh.
Ozempic
Ooh.
solution
Drake.
for
That's big
injection
news
with
right now,
pre-fed
bro.
pen.
Yeah, you hear what Mark said, man. You know what? I wanted to read this. Ozempic is a weekly injection that has become a popular weight loss drug among celebrities. It's the brand name for the drug semaglutide, which was originally developed to help people with diabetes control their blood sugar. Ozempic causes the body to produce insulin, which lowers blood sugar, slows digestion, and makes people feel full.
So there's a lot of shitting going on.
I think it's a OD going on in Hollywood right now.
Hell yeah, everybody's taking
Did you
that.
see those before and after pictures? Whew. I know personally people that
I don't know
indulge.
anybody
I know
that does that,
several
so-
people that indulge.
But I've heard enough about it, and it's a hot thing about it now. Everybody's doing it.
Well, they see results.
Yeah.
Right. I hear a lot of positive things, but then you get the flip side of that coin. I know Mark has an opinion on this too. We discussed this before, but not on this platform. But it's right now, bro. I'm kind of worried a little bit for the side effects that are coming down the road because you start
But
to see
you
people
say that,
trying
but
to
you
get
don't
off
look
of
like
it.
you worry about it a lot. So I don't know why you'd be worried about it. Okay, let's just call it what it is. I mean, so you think there's just gonna be
Worried about two things in life.
So you.
They may become zombies, or they may buy baboons
There you go.
that train their dogs, or something
worried
like that.
I'm worried about the COVID shot, and I'm worried about this Ozempic.
because it's in the same category basically.
I mean,
And you know what? Come on, man. How many times have we been up late at night and so you see a commercial come up and it's about some kind of drug, and then at the end, well, this might cause death.
right.
There's so many side effects to everything you take. So why would you take it?
They get speed
They
readers
just
for
want to
that.
look so good, and we'll see what happens. You're right.
You seen Kim K? People are saying she. I mean, do you see her? Did you see the Met Gala? The dress there was like,
I didn't care about the dress. I just was laughing because she was getting roasted the whole
and she
time.
couldn't even breathe.
Breathing's overrated.
It is,
Yeah, it
right?
is.
To look good. Hey, what do they say? Looking pretty cost a lot, right?
It costs, to look pretty, it costs.
What were you gonna say, Mark?
No, so my opinion on it, because I still don't know enough, but we did have a client that we did speak to, and she's like one of the biggest ones in Beverly Hills that do this. And initially, like hearing how she went about it, and she was hands-on
Right.
throughout the whole process to make it as safe as possible and to ensure her patients weren't taking like too much, or if any little thing happened, then they would change the structure, but she'd be hands-on the whole time.
Right. Document everything.
Exactly.
And,
So I had a lot of data on the fact that they have helped a lot of people that way. But then that client turned out to be an asshole, and now I don't trust anything they say.
Right, anything they say.
So I say,
That's
I
how
don't
you don't
believe in it.
fuck with him, Ron, right there. Then he calls the mitts in.
I know you got something, Emily. What you got, Emily?
Don't do drugs, kids. That's my advice. Just don't do drugs.
I mean, it is for insulin, right, man?
Well, yes, like for need be.
Yeah,
I don't know.
need be.
It's weird. Like, I mean, we'll see what happens.
We'll see
like,
what happens.
If you're a zombie, then cool.
Right.
Cool.
I've been watching.
Became a zombie, it's all good.
Hey, they said oat milk was good for you too, but now we're finding out that all that bullshit they put in there is not real milk. Doesn't make it good for you either. So that's what the earth is. We're trying shit out and realizing that we're maybe dumber than we think.
Remember that soy ice cream? Remember soy ice cream was all popular?
Yeah.
Did you ever
Avocado
try that?
ice cream. No,
So
it's trash.
fucking-
That was the OG non-milk.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but until they found out it kills your testosterone, they stopped taking it.
I mean, milk in general.
I don't
Once you
fucking
hit
it.
30, it's over.
I hear
Milk
that.
is not
I think
it.
of milk now. I think about taking.
Well, no, it's how they make the milk. It's
No,
if
of
you're
course.
if you're
That's why you
drinking
take a shit after you drink it or eat it.
if
Shit
you
is
drink the
nasty.
raw kefir milk, which is illegal in some states because it's good for you, that
See, that's so
I drink
sad.
that. I drink that every day, but they ban it. In some states you have to.
It's crazy.
They say it's only for pets.
Yeah.
and you have to buy
That's
basically pet
interesting.
food.
That is
That's
interesting.
interesting.
But it's good. Raw kefir. It tastes like sour cream, but it's good for you. It's good for your gut health.
Gut
But
health, yeah.
That's why they make it illegal.
Biodome in your stomach, right?
Microbiome.
Microbiome.
This is not a Pauly Shore movie.
Microbiodome. All right, what we got next, big dog?
Let's see. 3, 2, 1. Foul play. Steakhouse worker contaminated food with his bodily fluids for a month as 130 customers report sickness after eating there at Macaroni. Wait a second. No, I'm joking.
Bro, could you imagine this? This story is so fucking disturbing.
That is.
And I came up on it a couple of weeks, and then when I started reading more about it, bro, this dude was doing all kinds of shit.
I was like, wait, what do you mean bodily? Wait, yeah,
So
break it, like,
bodily, think about it, bodily
so
fluids.
spit, everything else,
Snot.
everything else.
Knuckle babies.
I mean,
What?
wow.
I've never heard of knuckle babies.
I haven't either, but
So you think he's scratching his ass?
oh no,
and then-
there's so much he did, and what's crazy about me, because anytime it happens, and you learn when you work in a restaurant, you get your hand on the card.
Sure.
If it's over, I think 10, it's a supreme outbreak, and everything has to be looked at. Right?
No, yeah, absolutely.
Bro, the motherfucking feds were there. The feds.
130.
This dude should never be allowed to do anything. He should be in prison for a long time. But what I can't get about the whole thing when I read everything, and it's talking about someone saw him do this.
Ew,
And
that makes it so much worse.
Exactly. I mean, it was at a steakhouse, like a nice steakhouse in Kansas, somewhere in Kansas, okay? Bro, someone saw him do what he was doing, and they knew what they were doing. And it's just repulsive. It's disgusting, and I have no respect for it. I worked in this business for over 20 years. I've never seen anything like that at all.
I'll pass on the extra tartar sauce, please.
Yeah.
So
What?
for me,
Stew.
I don't think it's a combination of things. I think he like took a piss or like, spit in a bunch of stuff. Like that had to be the I mean, unless he
But
was
the breakdown of it is what blows my mind. So like many people were getting sick and they're like, oh yeah, I just had such and such steakhouse like 2 days ago. So everyone like, oh hey, yeah, I feel sick. And like so many reports. And then like how that all happened to figure out who it came from. You're like, wait, what?
What?
Yeah, let's see.
You know,
Let's see.
but
Someone,
hey, you know what? I will say, you guys, I do love the movie Waiting. So
Yeah,
I mean,
Waiting's
it's
Waiting's a great
freaking
movie.
hilarious.
And that's what everything's
That's what I'm
referring
thinking about.
to, but that
Yeah.
was just at the end of the night. It was just, it's just
But
shameful.
in real life, that's
it's really
full on
sad.
disgusting.
It is.
And you have
It's-
mental
yes.
issues.
They do it in
obviously.
Yeah.
Road Trip. They did it too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they did.
Here's the thing: when they walked into that restaurant and they're trying to find out who's guilty, I think he looks guilty.
Yeah.
He looks
Are
like
you
somebody that
kidding
would do
me?
that.
He looks like a little angel baby.
He does.
No.
No.
No, I was gonna say.
He looks like Andrew Kaleskefif from Russia.
Oh.
Russian. No, I'm just joking. I don't want to be funny. What we got next, bro? What we got?
All right. 3, 2, 1. 1 of 3 teens charged with killing a Colorado woman while throwing rocks at cars. Cars. Please guilty. My bad. Sorry. Yeah, you go.
Yeah. I tell we get it.
Isn't
I
that
know
sad?
some of these words.
Ah, man, it is, bro. And kids do it. all over. But one time
it's
this
happened.
happens.
It's happened more in the last 10 years in the news than I've seen it before. It happened, I believe it wasn't in Michigan. Some kids got caught doing the same thing. I don't think they killed anybody, but it also happened up north in Prunedale, right there. This guy was doing it. They finally caught him. He was throwing shit at cars. And these people are older, man, and they're kids and they're doing a juvenile thing. But you got to think about the consequences of what you're doing and what there's so much. It's just I never thought about ever doing that.
I shot my BB gun. So there's a park or a zoo in Lansing called it's the Lansing Park Zoo, and so basically there's a train track that goes over it, and we would shoot our BB guns at the train when it went by. Obviously it's not like a car, but it's a juvenile thing, like you said, man, and they're paying the ultimate consequences for that really right sad, there, bro. Dude.
They talked about how they went and got rocks because anybody wanted to go get the rocks, and they went back, and when they threw it, the young lady who died, who was in the car, like she crashed, and
can you imagine?
She got killed when it went through the window and killed her.
Can you imagine driving, mind your business, and then phone. Bam, a rock through your windshield?
God wanted you home.
Yep, he did.
I don't know. Like, I want 3 things. So one, I married someone that did this and then went to juvie. Like, so it's just like one of those things where you're like, oh wow, like, and kids will be kids. That's the thing. It's like they're not out there doing drugs. They're not out there like robbing you. They're not looting your house. Like, they're just being kids. They're not being smart. And so it's like,
thought it was funny.
Smart. You thought it was funny, but no.
You killed somebody.
I threw a rock at someone I had a crush on in 6th grade, and I was like, I like you. And like I could have given him a concussion. Like there's so many things that like you don't think about.
Well, no, concussions didn't exist back then.
but like where
knocked
I work now,
some sense
like
into
the school. So like the school that I work at, like the kids will do that. Like and all grades, they chuck it over the thing. But like when it's over the fence, like there's a main street. So we always are like, we have to send them to the principal's office. Like, yo, you can't be doing that. Like kids will be kids, and it's sad because it's like. You guys really ruined your life, or you caused someone else to lose their life.
Yeah, 9 times out of 10, dude, it doesn't result into something like this. But the one time it does, then hey, you gotta, pay your dividends that way, right? Crazy though.
No,
that's
really
a crazy
sad,
story,
dude.
Yeah,
it's very sad.
Yeah, feel sorry for that victim.
I feel sorry for them too. Because they were just
kids,
being idiots.
What we got next, big dog?
All right, here's the last one. 3, 2, 1.
Don't do drugs and don't be a nigga.
I know Joe wanted to talk about this.
The Tom Brady roast.
Let's go.
Did you see it?
No.
Oh, I did.
Mark, did you see it?
Yeah, I saw most of it.
Yep. Yeah. What do you got to say, Joe? Let's hear this.
I think, to me, I got home from work at 1 a.m.
You did.
Okay. And I did.
You called me.
I tried.
Yeah, we talked.
Yeah. And I got done smoking and watched this shit, bro. My fucking neighbor heard me upstairs. I was laughing so fucking hard. There was so much funny shit in there. It was just, I think it was good for America to watch it and just laugh. It was just fun and it was funny. But then afterwards, the aftermath of everything is what I'm starting not to like. I mean, Kim Kardashian was pissed.
Yep.
And I get it, but then I don't
do you
because
get
you're
it?
at a
You
roast.
go to a roast,
She
you know
wants
what
a
you signed up
roast,
for.
Exactly.
and now what Tom is saying, now his kids weren't comfortable, and like he won't
You
do it
went to a
again.
roast,
He
you know
went
what
to
you
a
signed up
roast.
for.
I mean, it's just there's that fine line,
Right?
And like I said before, if you're gonna get offended by watching comedy, then don't. Watch it.
Right.
It's supposed to be funny for a reason.
Sure.
Or like Stu was saying, like, if you're going to get offended, why did you sign up?
Yeah.
It's a roast. You're gonna get burned.
Well,
Make it make sense.
So I thought it was some really funny parts in there, dude. It was really enjoyable. I actually watched it a couple times.
Yeah.
And I did. I watched it twice. I had it on twice in the I had it on in the background again. It's funny to watch that whole lineup that was there.
Yeah.
That's what was amazing to me. All these talented people got together, and Ben Affleck didn't do too good though. We talked about that.
Yeah.
Did you see that, Mark?
I didn't see Affleck, no.
Yeah, it was interesting what he tried to do.
He was out of his element, but a lot of people would be in that position. But for me, dude, I'll say everything you guys said is true. That's real. Like, you're coming to a roast, but I'll say I like the direction that it's going. Outside of everybody coming back and saying it did this and did that, did this, did that, but I felt like that whole time was like comedy was the way it used to be versus being so pretentious and scarce of saying the wrong thing. And I felt like everybody just was like,
Yeah,
Let it all
it
out.
feels like we're turning a corner.
Yes.
Where, especially with Netflix doing it.
Yep, Netflix. Yep. That's
and
exactly.
the thing about Brady was when he said that, and what I did respect in a way, he said he wouldn't do it again because he needs to be a better parent, and I get that part. And there was some. When you watch it, he was getting pissed, bro. He got pissed a couple times, and when he did that whole thing, when he told Ross, "Don't say that shit again,"
Of course.
I was like, "Damn, bro."
Yeah, that was bad on Brady's part, in my opinion. Like,
Yeah, he should have let him
Especially, he was an executive producer on it.
it doesn't
So-
matter. Like
No,
you're
that's
gonna
why
roast.
it does matter to me. Like, I mean, he was the one that funded the whole. See, that's the whole thing. He
What I'm
put
saying,
everything
you're at a
together.
roast. People see you're getting it roasted.
And it's Robert Kraft. I mean, the old man. That was the whole thing too. But at the end of the day, dude, he took a lot of that. I couldn't sit down for a roast. I'm straight. I don't
Because we're
want to take.
cancer-sensitive babies.
I'm not taking that
Hey,
abuse.
you guys, we should do a roast in here.
Let's go.
I already
Let's
talked
go,
about it.
I'm
Lance,
not
let's
sitting
go.
down.
No,
for a roast.
Lance won't do it. I
I'm good.
wouldn't.
I'll
would,
get
you know
too
what?
mad.
See, that's the whole thing about roast. It's just like I said this before the other day. If you work in an environment, and some people won't get this analogy I'm going to have, but if you work in an environment, you have a boss that talks a lot of shit to you, and it has fun with you, and it's kind of like a roast, right?
I grew up roasting, but to submit to
now, we
that,
get too sensitive
where you
about
get
it now.
professional comedians to
Yeah, but-
dissect your life and make fun of you, I'm straight.
But Jeff Ross's motto is, "You only roast the ones you love."
Yeah, for sure. I get the
See,
whole
it's all
thing.
But
Yeah.
like, I disagree with that though. Like, fuck all that shit. I'm sorry, but like at the end of the day, I'm sorry. I'm coming out right now. I had a Cobra. We good. We Gucci. Whatever. Anyways, my thing is, I'm all love and light. Like, and I believe in that as like a person. I want to be a good person. And
Sure.
I want to live in that environment. You know.
Right.
So.
Right.
Let's roast, but don't. That's not love. That's not love. Don't tell me roasting me.
Then don't watch the channel.
Like, don't tell me like being nasty and being ugly and putting me down is love. That's not love. Like
Yeah,
being
yeah,
honest,
it's
yes, it's hard. Being constructive criticism, yes.
Right,
but
right,
like,
right.
there's a difference between that and just like, hey,
yeah.
like shut the fuck
But
up.
when
You
you-
are insecure. You're
but
the
when
one
you-
being
yeah.
nasty.
No, but you
Yeah.
have a choice of what channels and music you listen to and watch.
Yeah, when you sign up for a roast, you got to know what you're getting into.
Exactly.
Period.
That I agree with.
But see, you
Period.
say that. I really think Kim Kardashian didn't know what the fuck she was signing for because
No, she
bro,
did.
They blasted her.
Well, they write all these jokes for these people, right?
I know, but that one about
Yeah, they blasted her. Of
What-
course.
what
She's
he-
up for a roast.
who was it? It was
Kill Tony. He killed it. Dude.
Well,
Yeah, dude.
Tony Hitchcliffe.
he's the one that said that.
He killed her. Yeah,
Yeah.
the beef curtains and
The
all
beef
that.
curtains was fucking
He
funny.
killed it. He killed the
He
whole
was the
thing.
best one. Yeah, for sure. Andrew Schultz was good too.
Nikki
I don't watch-
Glazer too.
Nikki killed it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Comedians.
Oh,
Like,
I was like, I
let's
don't
sign
watch.
up
I
and
don't watch any nasty things like that.
Look.
I'm like, I don't want to roast people. That's so mean.
let me.
It's funny to me, though.
My favorite friendships are the ones where we just simply talk shit all the time. Like when we can talk shit, it just feels, I don't know, it's just hilarious.
No, you're right, bro. That's how I am too. I mean,
I've met Jeff Ross in person, and that guy's a really quiet person in real life. Like,
well, of course he is. A lot of them are.
As long there's a line for me. As long as it doesn't get too personal. Like I love to shoot the shit for sure. I grew up roasting. You ain't talk. But when you get into
That was roasting?
nah, I wasn't trying to roast nobody.
Lance says I
But
used to roast him every time I saw his ass.
you do all the time.
I haven't done it in weeks
Every
because you
time.
told
That's
me
why
about
it's so
it.
funny. I
Every
think it is
fucking
love.
time.
I
No,
would say it is
I
love.
haven't roasted you in a while. You take it. It's way you fucking come into everything.
I'm really good at
I
roasting
fucking
too.
try to give
but
you a
I just-
goddamn compliment on your fucking
go.
Fu Manchu,
Joe
and you
gives
got
you-
all fucking mad and
This is
shit.
what Joe does. He gives you backhand compliments.
Oh my God,
That's
dude,
what
I
you
do
do.
not.
So
You can do a poll on that shit. I do not give bad. No, I
backhand
don't.
compliments.
I'm very
dude.
complimentary.
You'll like
Okay.
he'll say shit like this, like, "Oh, what did you just get from the farmhouse with that shirt on?"
I never said.
That
Does it look like farmhouse in my
flannel I wore.
vocabulary?
That flannel I wore, you motherfucker. You
No,
said that.
I did
you said,
not,
"Oh, you
bro.
just
I
get
did
it from
not
the
say that
farmhouse with
shit.
that."
No, I did
And I was like, "What?"
I did not
See
say
that
that, bro.
backhanded shit, and then the Fu Manchu is
No,
backhanded.
it ain't too. I just say this and it looks for you.
Now every time you wear it, I'm sure you think
I'm
of
sure
that
you
shit.
got fucking mad today when we were doing our fucking
I haven't
shorts
worn it
outside.
since, Mark.
I go, hey, bro, you get a little gray in there and shit.
Yeah, that's what
See,
you are. That's
yes.
your little backhanded shit.
No, man, you
Well, you look good, man.
You're a 40-year-old man.
You got
bro.
a little, you
You're
got a
gonna
little
have
gray
some
in
gray
there.
hair. Now you got a little bit gray in there. I like my gray. Women find this shit attractive, supposedly, but I don't know. I like it though. It looks because it's like silver and black. Ooh shit! It's like the motherfucking Raiders.
Just like your calf.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what's so funny, man? I want to ask you a question, and you know what?
up.
Yep, put it up. Put it up. Because Joe's gonna want to put it up.
Go ahead. This is gonna be good. I love this shit.
What's the story behind you losing your virginity? Do you remember
God,
how old you were, the girl, and the location and setting?
Oh, fuck.
You want to left field? Let's get you left field. Salt and pepper. Let's hear about it. Let's hear about the grades. Salt and pepper.
I'm not.
Hopefully it wasn't devastating.
I'm not telling this story.
Is it
on
a
air.
bad place?
Yes, I'm not,
it was
I'm
a
not
bad
telling the story on
Okay.
the air.
Well, then give us a good one, man. You're
Okay,
on a podcast.
no, hold on, dude. My mom caught me.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Let's hear it. Listen,
No, I don't want. That's all I'm going to say. No. I know. I remember
How
the whole
old?
fucking 16.
16.
Yeah.
Well, that ended quick.
In a Bronco.
He was 16.
In my driveway in a Bronco.
I guess that brings up some devastating
Okay. Yeah.
emotions.
We'll just fucking leave it at
Before or after OJ?
that. Before.
Was it a babysitter? I'm just
No,
joking.
it wasn't. I did have babysitters on me. I don't know.
Well, damn, that went by quick.
That's all I'm going to say. I'm not
All right,
gonna
Lance,
say
you got to
much
answer now.
Yeah, I will.
He's
I
going to say
have an
10.
interesting one.
No,
so I'll
hell
wait.
no. I was very good. Mine was I was 14. It was my freshman year, and it was a senior.
Damn.
Yeah, dude, I was very lucky. You know, I was play ball and stuff. So yeah, back She had a car and everything.
Bronco?
No, she had a Sunbird with the drop top. But yeah, no, it was cool, man. A good experience for me, man. Honestly,
I wasn't bad. It was
a good experience.
Your mother catches you, it's a little fucking bad.
well, you know how it is. You know when you're, I was gaming her up for like a couple weeks, and then finally, went home lunchtime and
Lit some
Lunchtime.
candles.
yeah, I had 45 minutes.
45.
That was it. I was about in there for about
4 or
five. I was
5.
about in there for about 5 pumps, and that was it.
I said 5 pumps. All right, Mark, throw it down.
Throw what down?
Throw it down. Let's hear what you guys say.
Let's hear it.
All right, so
This should be fucking good.
no, I don't know who I lost my virginity to,
What?
and let's have you guys be the judge.
Okay.
I won't put my face on the screen so you guys can. So I was hooking up with this one girl,
Sure.
and we slept together for the first time. I must have been 16, but we stopped a few minutes into it.
When you say slept together, you're like going all the way.
Yeah, so we
Okay.
finally had sex and
Penetration.
started having and then we stopped. She was like, oh, let's she started maybe overthinking it or whatever. We're young, and so we stopped.
Sure.
Is that losing your virginity?
So
It's
you,
like they say
didn't
back-
finish?
Didn't finish.
But
Okay.
what
a few
about
minutes.
just the tip? Remember,
I
remember
think
that
it is.
game? Just the
I think
tip.
you did lose your virginity,
the
bro.
tip.
You started stroking. You got some strokes in.
But then we stopped. So then is that my virginity story? Is that?
I think it is.
Yeah. So
I mean, you didn't finish, but
we barely even started.
yeah.
You
I
know?
guess.
I think it's just the tip. I mean, once that happens, it's all.
I think it's the first time you go into some. The first time.
Well, and then
You stick it in.
We never actually finished until like 7 years later.
Oh, okay. So then you got back to it.
So you were playing the whole
long
just the
game?
tip game for like 7 years. Is what you're trying to tell me?
Just the tip.
Well, I told some people because I thought at first that I was losing my virginity. So I told a few people. Then it got back to her. She's like, "Did you tell people we had sex?"
Oh, damn.
And I was like,
Yeah,
"Oh
that's
no,
number
I
one.
never said that."
That's the number one rule. You can't.
yeah. So then I think I lost it the next time.
Yeah.
But which is like maybe a year later. But so I still don't know. I am weigh in on this. I want to know what you think.
I personally think that when the first time when you got it in, and even though you didn't finish, it was the first experience of you. I'm not gonna do all that.
We got one yes. Joe,
Bro,
what do
I've
you
been
think?
saying this for 5 minutes. It's just the tip. You're in.
Are you in?
Just the tip. It counts. Whatever.
okay,
You're
so-
in. How many women see you say this? It's just the tip. You're still in. That's it. Da, 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 da.
All right.
So I'm the
Woman's point of view.
female
Yeah, women's.
in
Let's
this
hear it.
group, right?
Let's hear it.
All right, and I'm gonna say yes, that's you losing your virginity because even then, as a female, like my virginity, the whole experience, whatever, did I finish?
Yeah.
Ask me if I finished.
Did you?
Did I finish?
No.
I did not.
He did,
So
though.
does that mean I lost my virginity?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I would say
Amber, you're throwing some bombs down today. I like this. You're doing a good
it's
job.
the Cobra. she's feeling feisty.
No, you were the feist before the Cobra.
This is true. But I'm feisty and sweet at the same time.
You love to be humble about that
Hey,
shit.
Stu, what you got, bro?
I'm still a virgin.
Oh, God.
Yeah, whatever, bro.
Stu's good for comic relief right there. That was
Stu,
funny.
did I lose my virginity that night?
Come on.
Yes, you did.
You did.
All right,
You did,
everyone
bro.
in the room,
Everybody in the room
here,
said
we
the same
agree.
thing.
Once your dick got wet, you lost your virginity.
All
That
right,
is
I'm gonna
all.
call her and tell everybody I told.
About virginity.
Hey, Mark, will you pull something up while we're on this?
Yeah, sure.
Will you pull up the portal between New York City and Dublin, Ireland?
Okay, now this is a fucking bigger left field right now than this. All the
guys haven't
fucking
seen
sound,
this?
I don't give a fuck. We're
Have you
talking
seen
about
this?
one thing, and then all of a sudden, let's go over here. We were just
well,
talking
it
about
ties
fucking,
in. It ties
and then
in.
you go up and okay.
Look, they're shutting it down.
portal?
All right, so there's it's in Times Square, right? And then it's in the big city in Dublin. And so you can literally see real time between New York City and Dublin. So now these people been gathering at the portal and they closed it down yesterday because everybody was doing inappropriate stuff, man.
That's cute.
Showing like 9/11
See, that's bad. Yeah,
footage,
see.
and then they were showing IRA stuff, and it just turned into like people pulling titties out and all types of craziness, man.
Sure, there's more than that going on.
You guys haven't seen this?
No.
Yeah, it's open for a couple weeks, and I mean that's a cool concept, right?
Well, no, it is until it fucking happens.
But I mean, if people could take it serious, then that's pretty cool
That
concept.
shows where we're all at and the fucking where people are out in the head in this whole fucking world now.
Yeah, definitely.
Serious, you know.
Straight to left field with that one.
Left
No,
field.
he's on fire today, bro. Well, he's been on fire for a lot, but he does some good shit.
You went double F, you made it right.
True.
We can't just skip over the playoffs going on right now. By the time this pod comes out, we'll be into the Western Conference Finals, huh? And Eastern Conference Finals, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've actually watched it more than I usually do.
Yeah.
It's been pretty good.
These young teams, dude.
Yeah, I can't. Well, me and Stu were talking about the other day. I've talked to some hardcore. Like, no one wants Boston to go.
Yeah, but they're up.
Yeah, they're up.
They're up. They're up. That probably closed it tonight. They're playing right now. So they're up 3-1. I mean, it's probably going to be Boston, New York, and Nuggets went up 3-2, and then it's probably going to be OKC. So you're going to have one of those four teams going on to the chip, man.
No, for sure. No, I mean,
It's been good playoffs.
no, it has. I'd like to see. I would love to see New York go.
Me too. Honestly,
And
it's
they
been so
balled
long.
last night.
Yeah, it's what 79 since they
It's
won a
been
chip.
a long time,
79,
bro.
yeah.
So yeah, I'd like to see them, and I'd like to see them in Oklahoma.
Yeah, they
that's,
look
what
good.
that's what I like to
OKC,
see.
man, that's
those are two
unbelievable.
teams. I think both those teams are really athletic, and they play a different style of basketball.
They do, and they're so young.
But yeah, they're all young. With Oklahoma City, I like the way they play basketball. So it's been cool to watch.
And we haven't missed LeBron, Kevin Durant, Steph Curry in the playoffs.
No,
Haven't,
that's
because
the best
all
thing
these
about it.
kids are coming up.
Yep.
Dallas. Hey, look, I thought they were gonna. OKC looks like they're ready to.
No, you're right. You're right.
What you want to do, bro?
So, what do you think about, or do you have any examples? I was having a discussion with my good friend the other day, and
Let's
he
hear it.
brought this up, and that's perfect. When a conspiracy becomes reality, when a rumor becomes reality, you really look at everything going on in this day and about stuff, and it's crazy, bro. What's going on?
So there's two ways you can look at it, right? I think, and I know Mark has something to say too. I've seen him. So I was thinking, it's so for the good and the bad, right? So if it's a conspiracy that people are realizing is true,
Right.
like for instance the Drake stuff that's going on,
There
people
you
are
go.
starting to talk about.
So, do you think conspiracy is more like a rumor?
But
Do you
then
think
got
they're-
that. But
do you
the
think
other
they're the
side,
same?
But look, the other side of it being a rumor, meaning it's not real, but it's still being passed around because of the word of mouth, the power of word of mouth, right? So what were you saying though?
I mean, I think conspiracy and rumor they're the same meaning almost in a way. What do you think about that, Mark?
Yeah, I could say there's definitely some similarities.
Yeah, there's a lot of similarities.
Yeah. But a conspiracy could be true.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of fucking
rumors can't be true though, right?
Well,
let's hear it.
I would say some rumors are true.
Okay.
And I would say some conspiracies are true as well.
Yeah, I do too.
Maybe some conspiracies are a little bit further fetched.
Right.
Sure.
I guess there's a, whole spectrum with that.
I guess you guys are right. Because it is like conspiracy and rumor are in the same spectrum, but like I think conspiracy is the fancy way to say it, right? Oh, I have a conspiracy theory on this versus I heard this shit this motherfucker was talking about.
But it does happen, bro. And I mean, when you look at it's crazy what's going on in the state and the prices and everything going on. I mean, and it's turned into reality. Dude, I could use so many examples, about conspiracies.
I think once the brain starts fixating on an agenda, and especially when you get the richest minds in the world to get on that agenda, then of course that reality is going to be fruition.
Yeah, for sure.
So, I mean, I guess, everything is about manifestation, right? So, and then if you control the deck.
Well, not too many people are controlling the deck is the problem. You think about that. I mean, controlling a deck, like a big deck, think about that.
Yeah. There's
not too many people that do that.
Well, there's so many factors. Right?
Marcus Aurelius did. I mean, the real Marcus Aurelius, but.
You said controlling the deck. I thought we were talking about virginity again.
Love it, Mark. Love it.
No, that was real, and you better shout out who gave you that.
Oh, you know what? What up, Steve Craven?
Hey, Steve, what's up, big dog? Because that was a solid
yeah,
question.
It was.
Let me ask you guys this: if you had to choose one, what's the best possible skill that you, in your long-lived lives, everybody's done their thing. What's the best skill to have if you had to pick one? The best skill set in life for any situation. Dun, 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 dun.
Emily,
come on
you
now.
Gonna start with me?
Shit,
I'm
Joe's
for everyone else.
Joe's chilling.
I don't
Mark's thinking.
Stu's
thinking.
I got one.
All right, let's hear it.
I would say this is like out there. This is questionably left field, but I would
Let's hear
say
it.
the best skill you could have would be to actively question your own perspective.
Ooh,
Touché.
Fuck.
That's a good one.
Oh shit.
That's true as hell too. That's a good one.
Or sword fighting, one of the two.
Or sword fighting. That's a good one.
That is a really good one.
That is a good one.
You want to go?
Building strong relationships.
Question your perspective of yourself.
That's
building strong relationships.
I love what
That's
you
a
said.
good one.
But the thing is, I just think that shit is dead now. Strong relationships.
It's a skill.
It
Is a skill, but yeah, I agree with you. And that's a fucking good one though, because I mean, relationships just die.
When I was young, my stepfather taught me the law of association. He's like, if you want to hang out with knuckleheads, you'll be a knucklehead. He's like, you want to hang out with. He's like, you want to be a doctor, party where the doctors party at. You want to be a billionaire, party where the billionaires party.
Facts.
So
That's why I'm hanging out with you guys.
You're with the right crowd.
Emily?
I would say, you always try and find a way to manipulate it, right? I don't know. Anyways, I think mine.
It's true.
I think mine, honestly, would be the best skill to have in life is positivity. If you are a constantly positive person, someone's killing you, you're gonna die happy. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't fucking phase you because you're so happy and humbled with everything that you have in life right now that it's nothing bothers you. And everything that you have, it's all perspective. So being a positive perspective.
How am I even supposed to follow up?
Look at the squad right here, dude. What are you gonna do?
How high are you guys?
That was fire. But every
how do we
answer,
even follow that up?
it really makes me think. Damn.
I'm gonna go a little crack the code here.
Ooh.
Power of your intuition.
You love that.
No, because it's the truth, bro. I
So
believe,
explain that to the
dude,
audience.
When you have a feeling about anything in life.
Anything.
And your first instinct or your first gut feeling, you have to go with it. And when you don't go with it and shit gets wrong, then you get mad because it's your fucking fault. I could sit here and tell you hundreds, and I didn't go with it. And I still, and it's off again. I've talked about this before. I could tell when it's off and I could tell when it's on. And it's it's tracking the other way now. And when all that is in sync, life is good to me. So it's very, very interesting. Like, and it's just business deals, relationships. Even just when you meet someone, you can tell, you can feel it. It's the power of the universe.
Horse betting.
Don't get me started about that. That's a whole different fucking thing. And that is very, very true as well. Like, I don't even want to get into that shit.
Intuition.
I'm telling you.
That was fucking funny.
No, he's right on.
I know.
He's right on.
That's why I'm laughing. It's hilarious.
Because you sit there and you look at life and what your parents taught you and anybody that you respect taught you, and then you get into a situation and you have that in the back of your head and you're thinking about this scenario and that scenario, that formula and this formula. And when you don't go with the feeling, it usually gets fucked.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm going to go with. I got a little deep, didn't I?
How about you, Lance?
What were you going to do?
Got a little deep there.
Joe, okay.
I got a little deep there.
You did, man. That was really good.
The truth, though.
I would say, like I listened to all your guys' answers, and I that's perfect, man. I mean, these are pretty much all of what I was gonna say is pretty much compartmentalizing everything, right? So that takes from what Mark said, from what you said, from what you said, and from what you said, and that's just breaking it down into when stuff hits you to be able to, take the opportunity that's in front of you, put the negative stuff behind, like Emily said with the positive stuff, your intuition, use it to grow. Like Stu said, build a great relationship. And like Mark said, be able to be real with yourself. So I think that's probably the best skill, is being able to put everything into compartment and then handle what you got to in life.
Wow, that was really good. I hope the audience really enjoyed that. Those are all some really deep, answers from a bunch of people that are just all amazing. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. I know
we're building our own Captain Planet.
I was going to say, yes, heart, wind, earth, fire.
You see how I tied all that back into
That's
it?
what you do, that shit. Tie it all in.
Tried.
I got one for y'all.
Yeah, so let's hear it, Mark.
Go.
All right, so I've been thinking about this lately.
Cool.
Lately, like his last week, or lately is in months?
No, like the last 4 days.
Okay, all right.
I started smoking weed again.
It starts with that.
That's what I love about this motherfucker. Mark, that's why I love you. You know what? Because the thing is, we always talk about you're on or you're off the wagon. You always make this joke, and he goes off for a good amount of time. When he comes back on, it's a refresher. That's why I try to do. I love you, buddy.
Mark, first of all,
If I ever get
welcome.
married, you'll be in my fucking wedding.
Welcome.
Don't get excited. It probably won't happen anytime soon.
All right, what were you going to
Trust
say,
your
Mark?
intuition. So this I don't know where this is going to go, but this statement or this phrase that everything happens for a reason, right? And when we say that, it's usually because something bad happened or something negative happened or something that we didn't expect to happen, and that's the optimistic side of us to say, like, everything happens for a reason. Just trust that, have the faith, right? But I think it actually is missing like a whole second half. It's like everything happens for a reason, but it's up to you to find that reason and be able to turn it into like a positive future, because some of these things that happen for a reason, I think, crumble a lot of people. And yeah, so what are you guys' thoughts on like the second half of that? Do you think that most people do when we say that? Is that kind of just a comforting thing, or what percentage of people actually strive to find the blessing in disguise and actually turn it into a positive future?
Hey, hold on.
What are you guys doing over here?
Emily.
What? I plead the
Let's
fifth.
hear this.
I don't know. Everything does happen for a reason. And yes, I feel people turn, like, it's like the childlike nature where it's like that last bit of hope. You're trying to comfort yourself, with that statement. But with the second half of that statement, it's 1,000,000,000% true. Like, you have to, with what you were saying, your superpower, your skill set in life is to, like, really pull back the layers on yourself and dig deep within yourself. And yeah, like you have to do the work. You have to find the next move and put one foot in front of the other. I mean, there's so many things going on and there's so much like loud noise that you have to just literally concentrate on the next move and take one day at a time.
Yeah. Great
That was
question.
a good one, though.
Yeah,
I like that, Mark.
Go ahead, Joe. My bad.
I have a couple. It's funny because I've been going to my own growth again. I'm not going to make this about myself, but I deleted 50 phone numbers out of my phone the other day, and my circle's getting smaller and smaller. Blah blah blah. But one thing is, I have someone that I guess we're friends still. Mm-hmm. She used to say it all the time, but the way she said it was always very positive. Mm-hmm. Like there wasn't any negative around it. And when I've heard people say it, it hasn't really been a negative thing. But they still, they say it a lot. Everything, you always hear it. It's always pounded. I've been hearing it for years. What is the reason though? Yeah. And it goes back to what she was saying, he's saying. It's the same thing. So
yeah, because I think it is everybody that says it's like a positive thing, but I think it's when something negative happens that we say it. And then it's like, okay, cool. A breakup happened. Okay, cool. Everything happens for a reason. All right, well, it's on me to actually go see what I can turn this negative breakup into versus letting it crumble me, which it does crumble a lot of people. Facts. So I think everything does happen for a reason. But like Em said, you got to do the work to find it and then make you a better person on the other side.
Bro, yeah. I still, oh my God, that's crazy. I just thought about that. Yeah.
What?
No, I still remember the fucking day when I had that relationship with that woman. I could have made a right on the turn and I made a left instead to go see someone. And I saw that. And I don't know. I'm not going to say that happened for a reason. I'm going to say that the power of the intuition led me that way. Right. Okay? That's the way I look at shit. Like I did that for a reason. See, it gets very twisted and I love it.
So when you turned, where were you going?
I was going to see someone in a convalescent home and then close the book on the chapter. That broad. Shit's fucking bomb.
That broad.
Bye. Sayonara. Get the fuck out of here.
All I'll say is, I'll say this. So, I sent a text recently, right?
That was a great text, Walter.
And do you notice what I said in there?
Yeah.
Everything happens for a reason, but it was a good reason, right?
Yeah.
So, I hear you, Mark, for sure.
I just never heard it negative.
Well, I get it, but no, Mark's totally right, dude. It mostly is when you're negative, something happens in your life, and you're like, everything happens for a reason. I'll get through this. God's got me. Ding, 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 ding. So I just was like,
because when you win a basketball championship, people aren't like, "Hey, man, everything happens for a reason." It's like, no, it's like, congratulations, you did it. Right? But to the opposing team, you might say, "Hey, man, listen, everything happens for a reason. You can come back stronger next year."
Absolutely.
I think that response though is like a fight or flight statement. It's that like not gaslighting, but in a sense, like it's trying to like boost you up. And,
it's that optimism.
Optimism. As like I said, for me, my skill set, or the biggest skill for me would be to always be positive. So I think that statement is like to keep you all right, let's learn. Let's learn. Either you're a blessing or you're a lesson, like one or the other, So it's that whole
That's so true.
Damn, I didn't know you rapped.
Yeah, look at me. Mic check 1, 2, and 2.
Hey, Joe, what do you consider that you do in your life that's hardcore? Hardcore.
Put it up.
Fucking hardcore, bro.
Fuck it up. Fucking guy. God damn. Can't even get a minute of peace on this shit. Say it again.
What do you consider in your life that you do hardcore?
Wake the fuck up and walk. How about that?
That's hardcore, dude?
No, when I do hardcore is well, there's a couple things I do hardcore,
bro.
Like, what are you talking like gangster stuff?
No,
I mean hardcore. I mean, fuck. I'll tell you.
It's hardcore, bro.
Hardcore. I mean, I play the horses. I fucking party hard. I do a lot of fucking crazy shit, bro.
I literally spit on the table.
Yeah, you should. That's what hardcore means to me.
Sorry.
You fucking changed up subjects to ask me that shit. Fucking guy.
What do you do that's hardcore, Lance?
No, I was just laughing. He said, I knew he's going to say play the horses.
That's what I fucking say. I fucking, whatever, bro.
Oh, man. I got carried away there. Sorry.
I don't care. It's fucking dope as shit, bro.
I would say you guys podcast hardcore.
Right? Yeah, that's true. You know what was crazy? I had a really kind of a life-changing experience the other day at work. It was, I don't know if I've told you about it, and I don't know if anybody's ever choked here before.
Yeah, I have.
Okay. So, I come into work, start getting something ready. There's someone at the bar that I used to hang out with, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
And she is always in there on the Sunday, and I just don't want to see her, okay? So I go in the back, and all the prep cooks, everybody knows me, and there's this one guy I love him. He always say music. He goes, Musica maestro. He always says it, and he was cutting up tri-tip. Give me a piece. So I fucking take that piece, and I eat it, right? And I go back in, I try to take some water, and I can't, dude, I'm fucking.
Oh, yeah.
I'm drinking fucking water right by the well. I'm fucking puking up water. I'm fucking like this, and I go outside, right? And the other bar comes, he's like, you all right, man? Yeah, and he hit me on the back, and I'm fucking sweating, and I could just give me water. It takes about 5 or 10 minutes. So I go back in and talk to the manager. We have a little joke, blah, 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 blah. So I go back to my fucking phone. And this certain individual texts me, are you okay? I'm going to send Anthony out there. Do you really think I would be looking at my fucking phone while I'm sitting there choking to death? Like, seriously. Okay, hold on. Like, get out. And I don't carry my phone on me. I leave it by a terminal or whatever. But I came back to that. I go, you got to be kidding me, bro. Like, are you fucking serious? Right. Get the fuck
You
out.
literally were choking, though.
Yeah,
huh?
I was choking, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I was scared, and I was...
Damn.
And I was in the back of my head, I go, well, fuck, if this is the way to go, this is bullshit. I can't go out this motherfucking way. Shit.
I always think that because I had a fear. I actually didn't eat steak for a long time because I choked. I was at home and my sister was upstairs. Damn. This was in like high school, and I started choking eating steak, and I had a Sprite. It was like for lunch too, like leftover steak, and I started choking. I was like, oh shit, and like I just the first thing that I thought to do, just reacting, I grabbed the Sprite and I like chucked it at the ground, and as I did that, then it came out. And then my sister thought I was like coming to like fight her or something. You okay? What are you doing? But then I went and got the piece. I cut it in half, and then I ate it still, and just to show that steak. But I still cut the steak into really small pieces as I'm eating because I'm scared to choke.
Your sweet sister is probably like, "What? Is it because it's medium well?"
Should have been medium rare.
Sorry, Mark.
No, you're good.
No, I was waiting tables at Umami Burger in Santa Monica like about 5 years ago. And there was this daughter and her old father, and she's like, my dad's choking, he can't breathe. I'm like, in the back of my head, I'm like, here we go.
Yep.
So I pulled him out, like did like the Heimlich, and like fucking everyone like was like kind of surreal because I was like, got this old man and just like
trying to save his life.
Yeah. So like,
did it work?
Yeah, it worked. And
That's great, Stu. I'm glad, dude. That's awesome.
That's
to
crazy.
Something like that, because I know a lot of people are also scared to do that because they'll get sued now.
Well,
did you see the motherfucker? It was going on around social media. He didn't want to fucking get CPR or whatever by the paramedic because it's a $40,000 bill and he wanted to die. Did you see this?
That's so dumb. That's just the dumbest shit I've ever heard.
Yeah, it is pretty bad.
It really is. Crack the code.
Cracking.
Yep.
Did you see that on the Did you see that on the roast, by the way, when he said I'm cracking the code?
No, you mentioned that.
Hart said it. Hart said I'm trying to crack the code.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He did.
He did good. You think he did a good job hosting the piece?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I do.
And then he received the Mark Twain Award right after.
And I think he got
2
cracked
days.
the code from this fucking podcast that we love. That's what I think happened, boys.
I got a good one for you today, Mark.
Oh, damn.
When don't you, bro?
What are some tricks of the trade to networking and building relationships?
Oh, this has been a relationship episode.
What are some good cold approaches to people that you don't know?
All right, I got one really good one to network because a lot of people go out there, but it's hard to speak to people, and so you might be in a room and there's some people that can go in and speak to every single person and build relationships, and because they met those people, then something happens down the line, whether that's the next day, the next week, the next year, the next decade, what have you. Because
meeting people is one thing, right? But like following through, huh?
Yeah, well, that's a whole other thing too.
Yeah.
So, but you have to be able to initiate the conversation, and so many people are afraid to make that first move.
Yep.
So one of my favorite ways, and actually I stole this from Jai Ma, is to compliment them on something that they're wearing.
Ooh.
It's just a great tactic to say like, wow, because it can be truthful, right? Just because it's so hard to, hey, how you doing? You do that little fake smile. They do a fake smile back, and then you don't talk to them. You're like, shit. What if I talked to that person? What if they were an investor that could have made my film and whatever? Right. And it's better to speak to more people. So I think that's a really good way of cold approach to be able to say like, oh man, I love your whatever.
Lance does a good job at that. He does that a lot. Yeah.
No, Mark, continue. I know you got Mark's good at this, dude.
Yeah. So when you're networking, so number one, find the places that you want to network. Number two, bring a friend that is actually better at, if you're not the friend that can talk to people, bring somebody else that's good at talking to people to initiate the conversation. And then as you're speaking to them, be prepared for whatever you're doing in life. You want to be intentional with these relationships,
right?
Because when you do have that follow-up call, you get something that you find some synergy within the relationship that when you meet these people. So you've now initiated the conversation. Now you're talking about stuff. You're finding some synergy, and now you have to initiate the next meeting to actually go further. Right. So instead of just giving your business card, that's an outdated way of networking. You want to text them. Another good way is to take a photo with them, a selfie, and then text it to them or email it to them and say, hey, great to meet you. So now they remember you and they remember your face, they remember the moment, and let's grab coffee next week. What does your week look like? Because now you've met the person, you've initiated the conversation, you've been intentional about meeting with them, and you've started the next meeting already versus the other 500 people that are going to email them the next week, right? So now when you do have that meeting, whether it's a Zoom or what have you, don't go in there just in this like fluffy world of let's just see what happens. Be intentional about what you can bring to the table to provide value, but also what you're looking for from that person. Is it a collaboration? Is it just getting to know them? And then I would say the final piece of that would be to open up a monday.com. There's a free account that you can have on there, and make a list of every single person you know, and what your tie is to them, and maybe what you could see in the future with that person. And then you want to add to that list every person that you meet, and then we call it enriching the person on there. You want to enrich their I guess you could call it their contact on there. So now you know who that person is, you remember enough about them, and then you want to tap in with them regularly, not just when you need something.
Right.
Because now you want to categorize all of these different people that are in your life, and you want to categorize, is it a cold relationship? Is it warm, or is it hot? And are you working with them already? Mm-hmm. So the idea is to keep all of your relationships warm to hot, so that way when something does come, you can ask somebody and you've already spoke to them the week before, or the month before, or whatever, and it's not like it's not a cold ask at that moment.
Right.
And if you can
who are you?
Yeah. And if you can use a CRM, a customer relationship management device like monday.com, and there's several other ones, that's going to put you in a better position to succeed in the future, because now your network is actually activated. And when you need something, or when you have a great idea or a collaboration comes up, then you'll be able to act on it. Right. And that's how to maximize a network.
Yeah. And it's you remembering the people that you've contacted and people that you've what stuck out to me was the selfie one. I'd never heard that before.
No,
that's a good one. Selfie, contact, send the picture back with
Mark is throwing the heat right there.
That's smart. Yeah.
You back to a realist.
Yeah, that's smart, dude.
Crack that code. Networking. Your network is your network, man. So.
That's what he does over here. You know what I mean?
I still remember. You made me for the first time on any podcast that we've done. You made me spit a little bit of my drink out.
Which is what happened before. You didn't know.
With your answer,
no,
dude.
You did it before a couple times. You done other shit. I still remember when I talked about that whole thing on another platform. And I said my favorite word to say was fuck. I like to say fucking. In the last go there, you hear when he went in the clip when we did. He go, this motherfucker here.
Wait, we didn't even go to the corner.
All right.
Oh, don't worry about it, man.
I was waiting.
Don't worry about it. We had too many left fields out there. We let it flow the way it was. We've had some fun. I got deep. Don't worry about it.
No, we're going to the corner, and I got a corner. Corner for you. I know you don't got your towel.
No, I don't. I don't fucking need it.
All right, so I heard a statement, and I was in a room I shouldn't have been in. I'm just joking, but maybe I shouldn't have been in it.
Women's restroom?
No. Good one.
He's on it, bro.
No, just a spot that probably was a little more richer than my blood, right? And I was listening to this guy tell me something. It wasn't just me; it was a bunch of people. And not saying singled me out, but he said the difference from being rich and wealthy is just being able to go out to eat and order whatever you want, and not have to worry about the anxiety of bills and rent and all this stuff, and that's the only difference of being yourself and rich. So why don't you take us to your corner?
I think it's pretty funny because I deal with
the corner's right here.
I don't know, man. It's up. I see it in my rear view.
Take us there, man.
No, that's a good, because I deal with people, a lot of people, and I know who has money, and then I know who doesn't. Supposedly, now see, here's the thing about people with money.
Gotcha.
They always say, you don't know if they fucking have it. Right. I know fucking some dude, he says it. I mean, I seen his shit bounce all the time. It ain't gonna work, bro. You try it? I tried it twice. You got another one and it does it again. I think people like to flaunt that they're wealthy. I mean, there is a difference between rich and wealthy, but when you meet a real wealthy individual, they're humble in my eyes. Mm-hmm. And I think it's a very big facade what people want to do. They act like it or think they know it all. I mean, I've seen a lot of bullshitters that say they're money people, bro.
Yeah.
And again, that's about what I was talking earlier with the power of intuition, or just like, I've talked about if you're a bartender or a server or work in a restaurant business or just reading people in general. My analogy has always been a football analogy. Reading people's like playing middle linebacker. You got to read what's going on in the backfield and react.
Right.
And you could smell a lot because, dude, I don't think anyone in here have met some. I'm talking, when you talk about wealth, I'm talking about wealth.
Yeah.
I mean, wealth is crazy, bro.
But what's so funny is it's like, people like, how do you, so how does a wealthy person show you that they're wealthy, right?
They don't know until you find out from someone else. They're very humble.
Right. And a rich person
fucking flaunts it. And
throwing
I had a while back, dude, this dude came in and he was fine with his wife or whatever, and he was drinking kind of heavy. And this dude, he sat there at the bar with his credit card and did this. I go, hold on, bro. I go, you need to relax. And when he goes, I'm in a hurry, I go, cool, you could have done it a different way. And I mean, I shouldn't be saying this. I don't care.
Is it a black card?
No. And so I go over and get it. And when I came back and dropped his check, it went, have a good one. I'm Mitz, by the way. Take care. Get the fuck out of here, bro. That's the thing. It's like people don't respect people in certain ways, and when you talk about rich and wealth, it's the middle and service industry people that always are cool people, bro.
Right.
So that was a little left fieldish, but I like it.
Well,
okay, so we cracked the field in left field that went into Joe Rowe's corner.
Yeah.
There you go.
Hey, that was fire.
Oh, bro, it was fun. It was good.
How much you charging me for this drink, dude?
Nothing, bro. It's on the house.
You didn't have your towel today, man,
We were too busy before that.
Too busy, right?
Yeah.
Oh, man, I love it all, man. Where can they find you at, Stu?
Zilla Productions.
All right.
Same tune every damn time. I love you, though, Zilla.
No, really?
Yeah, get it? You can find me at norm.ily me on TikTok and all the other things that your life can find.
Right?
If you want feet pictures, your girl's broke, so there's that too.
OnlyFans starting soon. We'll be shouting that out.
Oh, God. Life is so sad.
Can't wait.
How about you, Mark, man?
Yo, you can find me Mark Rodriguez TV and us at Mastermind Media everywhere.
Love it, man. How about you, Big Joe?
You can find me at The Real Joe Rosati.
Yep.
Or at a street coming near you, or I don't know, anywhere. Just say, hi, how are you?
Yeah,
hi.
Everybody
go
had
hi.
dialogue after their drop. Damn. I am _Ilson, and we'll see you guys next time.
Don't forget to hit like and subscribe.
Oh,
You tell them, Zilla, let them know.
Yeah. Let's go. We just gotta go hard.